Okay, so we are going to continue from where we left off in the last class with the PED and downward sloping linear demand curve. So
Yes,
PED,
sir.
this is the only topic left in PED. Okay,
Yes.
so price elasticity of demand. Here we have, okay, we have to, talk about the linear demand curve, and it is going to be in relation with the total revenue. Okay. So
Yes.
first thing is that you already know that this is the demand curve,
Yes, sir.
right? This is demand curve D naught, right?
Yes, sir.
And we have, let's suppose, a middle point here. And if I stretch it down the line, so what I am going to do here is that I have to make a total revenue curve. So total revenue curve will look like this. And you are going to tell me one thing regarding this, and that is why the total revenue curve looks like this.
I think it's because okay. Okay, so here it's from the relationship between price and quantity.
And here it is, there is a bit of a change I have to make here. This is incorrect. This is not price here. Here we are dealing with the total revenue basically. So revenue and the quantity. As the output is increasing, the revenue is increasing, and then it is dropping. Why?
Because I think it's I'm not sure, but it's like if at one point it's like the business starts producing way too much, like there's like way too many goods. There can
Mm,
be I don't know, but it's if there's any external changes, maybe like economic change, technological change, any change like that, and if there's any change in demand at all, and if there's so
mm,
much quantity, there can be at some point more supply than demand, so excess supply, and then
mm.
revenue can decrease at that time because um it can be like even though quantity supplied, quantity demanded, no, it's a quantity supplied, right?
Yes.
Basically, yeah. So even though that's like increasing, there can be external changes not in the control of the manufacturing business, so it can result in a decrease in total revenue.
Mm. Okay. Okay, so one more thing here is that they start to produce more and more and they are grown too much. Sometimes that can also affect your cost, no? You see the cost curve,
Yes,
you
sir.
remember the cost curve that it is going down and then it is increasing. It is reaching its
Yes,
lowest.
sir.
So when it is at its lowest, so total revenue is at its maximum. And then it
Yeah.
starts to decrease. Why it starts to decrease? Because the average cost is increasing, na? So revenue is decreasing.
Yes, sir.
And the reason behind could be the diseconomies of scale as well,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
right? So
Yes,
as
sir.
you grow too much, so the problem might also occur of the diseconomies as well. So there are a lot of factors which can result in the total revenue curve to dip down, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now moving forward, if we look at now you have to see this, there are certain things that I am going to mention here. First is from the point of view of inelastic demand. So this side,
Yes, sir.
from this side to this side, is considered to be inelastic,
Yeah.
meaning that here the PED is less than what?
One.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, less than one. Right. Why is it so? Let's just look at it. Let's suppose if we have a price which is P1
Yes, sir.
And we have the total revenue, which is dipping down to probably this point right here.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Although the total revenue curve is going beyond, it's not like this is not going beyond. It's not the tip of it. So it is still going beyond. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you look at this particular point here, there is quantity Q1,
Yes, sir.
right? Now what is happening is that if the price is increased,
Yes, sir.
what is happening for the producer here?
They can. Wait, yeah. So here the quantity. Okay, so the price is rising. The quantity supplied is decreasing.
Quantity is decreasing, but look at the revenue. The revenue is increasing
Rising.
from
Yeah.
TR1 to TR2 because the
But
price is increasing. So if the price is increasing and the total revenue is increasing, so do we consider it as an inelastic product?
price is increasing in total revenue. But the thing is, in inelastic, shouldn't the like there's lesser effect on quantity demanded, even though there's a change in price, right?
But the
So
point is that it doesn't matter right now here because the thing is we are only looking at from the point of view the total revenue. We are not
yeah,
looking at the curve. If we change the curve and make it like this is going to show your effect. But
yeah,
if
okay,
we are going to do that, that is not going to prove our point. Why? The reason is that we have to show two sides to this.
okay,
An
sir, yeah,
elastic one and an inelastic one on a diagram which is a straight demand curve. Why? Because we are showing it through the total revenue.
yes, sir, okay,
That's why we have made a diagram like this. You understand my point here?
yes, sir. But sir, one thing I don't understand is that you showed that when the price is going to increase, the quantity is going to decrease and revenue is going to increase. But sir, when price increases, there's a positive relationship. So shouldn't the supply also
No, no,
increase?
no, 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 no. Are you talking about the supply?
Yeah, the quantity. Why
This
does it?
is this is the overall quantity produced. That's it. This is not quantity supplied.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
overall quantity. And
So it.
usually, the overall quantity, including the demand and supply, both are going to fall. It's not like they are going to increase. How? Why would they increase? The reason being, the reason being is we are talking about a point where when the price is increased, so what is going to happen to the quantity demanded?
It's going
The
to decrease.
quantity demanded will decrease, although it is
Yeah.
going to be a very small change. But
Yes,
when
sir.
the quantity demanded is increased, the quantity supplied is also going to increase. Now, the reason for the quantity supplied is the quantity demanded of the product, not the price
Ah, yeah,
itself,
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, that
because
makes
the
sense.
price is affecting the demand
Yes, sir.
first.
Yeah.
Got
Yes,
that
sir.
point?
Yes, sir.
So, this is clear from here that this side, the right side, is the inelastic demand. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right, so this is pretty much clear. I'm just going to move it a little bit here so that it shows that this is this part that we are discussing. Okay, now I'm going to come to a point where I am going to discuss PED greater than 1,
Elastic.
right?
Yeah.
It is elastic demand. So it must show that it is an elastic demand,
Yes, sir.
right? So now if you look at this, that if the price is here at this point,
Yes, sir.
so here we have another total revenue,
Yes, sir.
TR1, and price again is P1 here. It was P2 here. Now, if the price increases, what is happening? Look at this.
Price is increasing. The total revenue is decreasing.
Yes. So
Total revenue is decreasing.
TR2,
Yeah.
it is decreasing
Yeah.
due to the increase in price. Is
Yeah.
this fine? Should it be like this?
I mean, it should not. It should actually have the opposite effect because it should increase price.
No. Why it should not?
Because, oh wait, it's elastic, right?
Yes.
Ah, it's elastic.
It
Okay,
is
okay, that makes
depicting
sense.
the elastic now. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
okay.
change, if you increase the price, the total revenue for your product is going to fall because it's an elastic product. A huge amount of quantity that people were buying are now not buying from you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
because of
okay.
the rise in the price.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay.
it's an elastic product. You need to understand one thing here. That is, let's suppose it's the quantity, it's the price, and it's the total revenue. I'm going to show
Yes,
it
sir.
like this. Total revenue for elastic and total revenue then will do for the inelastic as well, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you look at this, if the price was 5, the quantity was 5,
Yes, sir.
right? And now the price is 8 and the quantity go down to 2.
Yeah.
So what is happening to the total revenue? First it was 25, now it is 16.
16. Okay, that makes
So
sense.
it means that your revenue is decreasing because of the increase in the price.
Yeah, because then that's, affecting quantity demanded, which is going to affect the supply, which is going to affect the whole revenue.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, makes sense.
Now inelastic. If you have this price and if you increase the price by 15, if 5 people were buying it, now if only 3 are buying, so you see that let's say this is 25 and now
Yeah.
it is 45. Even though
Mhm.
you have increased the price a lot, the
Yeah,
quantity dropped, but still you are making the profit because not a lot of the quantity is dropped here.
yeah.
There, the increase in price, change in price was small,
But the change in the quantity was high. The big, it was big.
change in quantity demanded was high. Here, the change in price is large
The
and the
change in
change
quantity
in
was small.
quantity is small. So you see the difference here.
Yes, sir.
So this graph makes sense now.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now we are going to have a bit of a discussion regarding the graph that we have made, right? Okay, so let's just talk about this here. The demand in the upper part of demand curve is elastic
Yes, sir.
and inelastic in lower part, right?
Yes, sir.
So you see now you understand why I've made a demand curve which is straight. If I would
Yes,
have
sir.
made it the other way, so it would have only talked about the inelasticity of it,
Yes, sir.
probably, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now when total revenue is maximum or maximized, PD is unit elastic.
Yeah.
So it means that at this particular point here,
Yeah.
you are not going ahead, you are not going below, you
Yeah.
are at PED is equals to 1. So
One.
it means it is unit
Unity
elastic,
elastic. Okay.
right? You
Yes.
understand this as well?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay, so next thing is firm's revenue will increase if it decreases price
For elastic demand, right? The upper
When
part of the graph.
demand is elastic. Very good. So that is the only way of making the profits.
Yes, sir.
That you want to make a profit, so firm's revenue will increase if the price is, you will have to do one thing,
Decrease.
and that is decrease the price. That is what you need to do here.
Yes, sir.
And on the other hand, if the firm's revenue is talked about in the inelastic one, firm's
Yeah.
revenue will increase if
The
it
prices increase as well
increases, yes, increases price
because there's inelastic.
when the demand is inelastic. So you understand this concept now.
Yes, sir.
I had to, make some because I'm making it on one single graph. So,
Yeah.
sometimes the lines are not going too straight.
Yeah, yeah.
Secondly, I just deliberately pointed it here so that
Yes, sir.
it was actually coming exactly at this point. So I wouldn't be able to show the difference there. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I just moved it a bit higher,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
So these are the reasons for these use a bit of the curves, right? So
Yes,
this is it about price elasticity of demand, right?
yes, sir.
So you can note this down. Then we'll move on to income elasticity of demand. Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, coming back very quickly. Okay. So income elasticity of demand. What is income elasticity of demand?
This basically talks about how income is going to have an effect on the quantity demanded. It basically says that when income increases, the quantity demanded will increase, and when income decreases, the quantity demanded will decrease
Okay. So responsiveness of quantity demanded
to changes in income.
due to change in income. So again, we have a formula for YED,
Yes, sir.
which is very similar percentage change in quantity demanded over.
Percentage change in income.
Yes. Practice question. Income of consumer increases from, let's say, $70 to $90.
Yes, sir.
The purchase of food. Right now, I'm doing for the simple, normal uh, product
Yes, sir.
from dollar 110 to dollar 150. Find YED for food. Okay, do it.
All right, sir. So the answer I'm getting is 0. One second, 0.57.
The answer is 0.57.
Yeah, that's the answer I'm getting.
So you are not sure.
Oh, the thing is, I don't have my calculator with me right now, so I don't know if it's
Okay,
right. Yeah.
let me check. Minus old divided by old multiplied by 100. Okay, 150 minus 110 divided by 110 multiplied by 100. 0.57. Oh, there is one thing which
Yes, sir.
is, okay, we do not need to put the sign for the, okay, we'll do this, but how is it? Okay, there's one thing that we had to do was that we are talking about the quantity demand. So purchase of food increased from 110 units to, but still your answer doesn't seem fine.
Really? What did I do? Wait, because I did 90 minus 70 over 70 times
Mhm.
100. And then
What was it?
that one I got 28.5.
This is fine.
Okay, then I did 150 minus 110 over 110 times 100.
Yes.
I got 50 for that.
Why you got 50 for that? 150 minus 110
Yeah.
divided by 110. It is giving 36.36.
Oh, wait, what did I do wrong then? Let me check.
And plus, it should come up there, no? 36.36 divided by
Oh,
28.57.
this is what I did wrong. I think I mixed the value. I did something wrong. Yeah. I think I put in
Value and
like,
plus the numerator and denominators.
yeah, yeah. I switched them by accident.
Yes, 28.57. So it is giving me 1.27,
Ah, okay.
right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the answer that we have got. Okay, we'll talk about the elastic of being it's being elastic or inelastic later on. We are just going to do this answer. We have done that. Now we are going to move on because it will depend according to the type of a product. Okay, so first of all, type of YD on the basis of the sign, positive YD. Why
Okay,
and how
so
you are going to get that is because when the income will increase, what will happen
the quantity demanded will also increase.
for the normal good?
Yeah,
And when the income will fall,
the
the
quantity
quantity
demanded.
demanded will also fall.
Yeah,
So we can safely say that there is a
positive relationship.
positive relationship between
Income and quantity demanded.
income and quantity demanded. For example, any product that is, could be the products from the food categories,
Yeah.
could be from the clothing
Mm.
category, could be from the transportation, could be from the electronics. Even the luxury products could also fall into this,
Yeah.
like luxury cars, etc. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is a very simple diagram for this.
Yes, sir.
Is it going to be downward or upward sloping?
This one, okay, so it's basically saying as income increases, quantity demanded increases. So shouldn't it be upward sloping?
Okay, so demand curve going upward sloping, is it possible?
That's what no, I don't think so. That's supply curve then, right? Mm, okay, if income is increasing, quantity demanded.
Because you're saying that the income is increasing, so the quantity demanded is increasing. So can the demand curve be like an upward sloping like the supply curve?
But that would
How is it
that
possible?
would defy all the concepts of demand and supply curve because
Yes,
yeah, that would be weird.
that would be really weird. So what?
I think so. I'm not sure about this, but if it's downward sloping, doesn't that also show that as income is increasing, the quantity demanded is
Yes,
increasing?
it is. It is showing that.
So,
Then,
wouldn't that be the graph for this then? Because it's like does show a positive relationship between the two.
yeah, it is showing a
So,
positive relation. So why are we not because if we make it downward sloping, so it is saying that the income is increasing, so the demand is decreasing. Because when I said that the demand curve is downward sloping, usually you said yes, but that is when the demand curve is having the quantity demand is having a relationship with the price.
that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, okay.
It is with the
Yeah,
income. It is
yeah,
a completely different concept.
yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes
It's a
sense.
law of demand seen with the income. It was a
Yeah,
law of demand seen with the price.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You see, I kept making the diagram because I knew that this was correct, right? So this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
why they are having a positive relationship because we are looking at from the point of view of the income now.
Income.
So that is what the obviously the most of the students get confused with this that we have already studied, always studied the law of demand says that there's a negative relationship, but that negative relation or the downward sloping is because of its relationship with the price,
Yeah, to the price.
right?
Yes, sir.
Do this quickly, then we'll move forward to positive and YD greater than one, less than one.
Okay, I'm done, sir.
Okay, so now if we look here, we have positive YED, which is when YED is greater than one. It is always going to be positive because
Yeah.
it's normal,
Yes, sir.
but the difference will be in elastic and inelastic.
Yes, sir.
And again, a positive YED where YED is less than one. Haven't you done these diagrams in school?
I have done these diagrams in school, but the thing is, I like fully self-studied this topic, and that was very long ago.
Oh,
So now I've kind of like forgotten a few things.
okay, okay, no
Yeah.
problem. Okay, so now with the elastic one, it is
Yes,
upward
sir.
sloping, this is for sure. So is it going to be like this or like this?
Okay, if it's like that, it's going to be showing. Okay, this price is in. I don't think it's A because in A it's like showing that like there's very small increases in income, which result in changes in quantity demanded. I
So
think
it means that it is, is it fine if I write that the small change in income
yeah,
results in a large change in quantity demanded? Is it not what the elastic demand curve states?
yeah. Wait, elastic states that a small change in price. Yeah, yeah, that is what it says.
So how about A now? If you look at from this point of view, isn't it right? Is it showing the same thing that the price, let's suppose you see the income, sorry, not the price.
Yeah.
Income is showing this,
Yes,
and
sir.
then there is an increase in the income.
Yes, sir.
And due to this increase in the income to Y1, we are seeing a huge increase in the quantity demanded. Isn't it right?
I think it should be right because wait. So this is if you look at it from price elasticity of demand, that says that okay, if elastic, there's going to be a small change in price results in a large change in quantity
Hmm.
demand. Yeah,
Same thing applied here.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, it should be right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. On the other hand,
Yes,
if
sir.
we are talking about the other side, so if we say here that
It'll basically be like
large
yeah,
change,
a large change in income will result in a small change in quantity demand.
that will be fulfilled with what type of curve?
Okay, so there has to be a large change in income, and there's going to
Hmm.
be a small change. I think it should be like a bit more to the vertical side.
Like this?
Okay, wait, if this is increasing, yeah, I think like this, yeah.
Yes, exactly
Okay,
like this.
okay, so
Okay, so this was a bit simple thing to do.
Yes.
But other thing is, what could be added in the examples?
Okay, example, a small change in income results in a large change in quantity demanded. I don't know, but like I think it's it can count for like luxury good. Like if, for example,
Yes,
yeah, for luxury goods, like for example, an iPhone. If you get like like for example, slightly more money, you will want to fulfill that need of yours, and then you will go and find and then go and buy an iPhone. So yeah, anything which is basically
yes,
using like the luxury type of goods, a bit more of like the want side.
exactly. But there is a large change in income, then the quantity demanded is not increasing that much.
Okay.
So these seems to be more of the you can call them the superior goods. Okay.
Yeah, they're superior goods. The other ones, I think it's inferior goods, right? Because these might be
Mm.
necessities. Wouldn't they be
Okay,
necessities?
so if you talk about inferior goods, so the whole concept has just changed because why? Because the relationship will change. The more income you have, the less of the inferior goods you will want to buy. There is a problem.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's
You can't say inferior,
yeah. Here, I think these would be um normal goods.
and these are also the normal goods, the superior goods that we have talked about.
Okay, then
Normal
wait.
goods, but superior in nature.
Yeah,
And these could be normal goods, more like the needs.
yeah, necessities basically. It would be necessities.
Yes. So more like needs, like regular clothes.
Yeah.
For example, you want to have clothes for your home, so
Yes.
you would want to still have regular clothes. You would not probably go for very highly branded clothes for those
Yeah.
things. So sometimes there are some regular things that you have to do for which you buy regular products. So you do not need to buy too much just because that your income has increased too much. So you would wear a branded wedding dress when you are sleeping.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
No, at home
Yeah.
you are not going to do that. So
Yes, sir.
it is a dress for an event or a party dress, right? So
Yeah.
that is going to be used there. But if you want regular clothes for home, so you are going to buy regular clothes no matter how much income you have,
Yes,
isn't
sir.
it?
Yes, sir.
Got the idea about the positive IDs?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so make this diagram and then we'll move forward.
Okay, I'm done, sir.
Okay, great. Now the negative YED, the inferior goods.
Yeah.
So these have the
Mm.
negative
Negative
relationship,
relationship.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Between
Income and quantity demanded.
income and quantity demanded. Meaning that if your income will increase,
Their
you will
quantity.
demand less,
Yeah.
and income decreases then.
The quantity demanded will increase.
Okay, great. For example, now give me the example for an inferior good.
Okay, an inferior good. Hmm. Maybe like there's something that I'm trying to think of something like from my perspective. But I'm trying to
Mhm.
think. Okay, income will increase, quantity demanded decreases. So I think for like very, very cheap things, like I don't have to say it, but there's like this shop near my house which has like things which are like 5 dirhams, 10 dirhams and stuff. And I
Mm,
I would never go there because it's like I can get things from somewhere else because like better quality because I can afford it. So I feel like
exactly.
yeah, I feel like if your income will increase, you will try not like really expensive things, you will shift towards it, but like you will try to get things which are slightly of better quality, so you'll be ready to pay a little bit more for them.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
let's say we say a low cost clothing, you
Yeah.
find places on stalls where you can buy the low cost clothings.
Yeah, yeah.
Then the used cars sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
some very important examples as well, very interesting examples. There are
Yes,
two things. When you talk about the canned or boxed food, like the instant noodles or frozen foods, so
yes, sir.
these seem to be, sometimes people consider these as, um, sometimes they consider it as a luxury because people living in Pakistan, they have these frozen food items and all
Yeah.
those, so they consider it as a luxury. But,
Yes,
in
sir.
most of the countries in the world, frozen foods are also considered as inferior,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
because they are not so much healthy,
Yeah.
instant, less of, if you are going to have it, more fresh food,
Yes,
that
sir.
is going to be more expensive compared to such foods.
Yes, sir.
Then another thing that could add to is the travel and living somewhere. Let's suppose you see, if you consider motels versus the hotels, what
Oh
is
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
difference?
Basically, hotels are kind of, I mean, not all hotels, but it's like it's for like a night out, or it can be like it's more like a luxury experience compared to a motel. Motels are like if you're like driving somewhere, you need like a few hours of stay and you have no other option, and then there's like this, badly kept motel. Like motels are not like meant to be, like very outstanding and stuff. They're just
Yeah,
for
not the
short
luxury
stay.
living that you can have there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not like hotels. Hotels are supposed to be like a luxury living. It's supposed to because they're gonna give you value for your money. Motels are even
Exactly.
cheaper. Yeah, motels are cheaper as well for that reason.
Exactly. And one more thing. Let's say if you talk about even the very generic food, let's
Yes.
suppose you talk about the bakery items. You will
Oh yeah.
always see that there are some bakery items which are non-branded bakery items.
Yes, sir.
So those are far more cheaper when you are buying the bread or anything like that,
Yes, sir.
compared to the bakery items which are well known and named. So their prices are also high.
Yes, sir.
So you see, there is a difference in that as well. So that also counts in the inferior goods sometimes, some generic food items.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, now making another diagram here. Is it going to be like this?
Okay, if it's like
Downward
this,
sloping?
as income is increasing, quantity. I think it should be like this because as income is increasing, the quantity demanded keeps on decreasing.
Exactly like this. Yes.
So,
So if you have this, so let's say your income has increased. So due to the increase in your income, you would probably want it less,
yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
You would, because now you have money, so you can buy the new cars.
Yes, sir.
And if you do not, so you would probably buy the used cars.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now moving forward to the next part.
Yes, sir.
Negative income elastic, where the YED is greater than 1,
Yes, sir.
right? And then the negative, again, a negative income, but inelastic.
Yes, sir.
And this is having YED greater than 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if we look at the difference between the two,
Yes, sir.
so you are going to help me in writing its explanation. So what should I write here?
Okay, for
Small
this
change, large
one,
change, what do you think?
I would say that a small change in income would result in a large change in the quantity demanded.
Small change in income results in large change
In quantity demanded.
in quantity demanded, right? Okay. So we can show a diagram like this.
Okay, for this one, a small change in income results in large change in quantity demanded. Okay, small change in income.
If like this was your income,
Yes, sir.
Y naught and QD naught. So now your income has decreased.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It should be like this then.
So quantity demanded is increasing. This is fine. Okay, got that. Whereas the other side, the exact opposite.
Yes, a large change in income results in a small change in quantity demanded.
Small change in quantity demanded. Okay, fine. So this is going to be more like this.
Okay, if it's like this, okay, a large change. Yeah, it should be like this. A large change. Yeah, it would be like this.
So if this is your income
Yes, sir.
and quantity demanded, and your income has fallen, quantity demanded has increased,
Yeah, but very small amounts.
very small amount. I get that. Good. Now I want to ask you examples. Tough
Okay.
one for this.
Yeah, this is a bit like, okay, if I could say for elastic, okay, a small change in income results in a large change in quantity demanded. Okay. Uh, if I had to say, um, okay, I have an example because I have this again. I'm giving very real life example. There's this like shop near my house. They sell like chicken, and it's not like branded or anything. It was like normal like 5-10 dirham chicken. So I
Hmm.
feel like in that case, it's like people with low income would definitely prefer that rather than go to like, for example, KFC and stuff because they can get the same, not like same taste and everything, but they can get cheaper chicken in like still, it's still chicken. So they would think that, okay, I'm gonna get like cheaper chicken and they would just go to these places instead. So I would say that. I would say like fried
Hmm.
chicken in like, yeah, fried chicken.
So,
And like,
so you mean that a little bit of decrease in income will increase the quantity demanded too much?
yeah.
Okay, okay, I get that. So, you are here talking about the example. So, what should I write in the example?
Example, like I would say like if I had to say compared to the other chicken, this is like a not local. Yeah, it's like a local chicken. It's not like
Like no, a non-branded one.
yeah, it's a non-branded chicken. It's not branded, which
Store
makes it
brands you can talk about, like store brand means that the small grocery store that they have
yeah,
put their own label or something like that.
yeah, yeah, like those.
Okay. So what would you add then in inelastic?
Okay, inelastic. Um, okay, if their income is decreasing a lot, but the demand is only slightly increasing. Okay. Hmm. This one, I I don't know if this is correct, but like I have seen like slippers, like like normal slippers and stuff. Their quantity
Hmm.
demanded is like always, it's like kind of doesn't fluctuate that much. It's like everyone is going to buy it. Doesn't matter if it's branded, doesn't matter where it's from. So I feel like even if it would be like the opposite effect that income is increasing and then
Hmm.
quantity demanded is decreasing, it's like again it's going to be a really small change in the quantity demanded. It's like people will still be demanding that product because it's like people see it as a necessity, that it's like they need slippers because they're like the plastic, the durable ones, so everyone is just like these are something that we need to go on walks and stuff. So yeah, rather than going for like really expensive shoes which you might be very careful in wearing, these are something you can wear
Hmm.
like every day.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So does it count what I have written in example cheaper but not like the need? So you are buying it so much
Yeah. Yeah.
because your income has decreased and you are buying it so much. But then again, the other goods which are cheaper. But then
Yes, sir.
again, the problem is that they are need, na, like it's not like that if your income is going to go down too much, so you are stop going to use the salt, no matter it is from the brand or from the other. Like it's not like that you will start buying more of the inferior salt. You will
Yes, sir.
still buy a
Yes.
little quantity, although they are you will buy the inferior salt, but the quantity will still probably be same.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand,
Yes, sir.
right? So this could be the example, and the examples that you have put here are perfectly fine. The chicken
Okay, sir.
example, and even for the slippers, so more of the need sort of things,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Great. So zero YED, very, very, very basic necessities, where change in income results in
No
no
change.
change in demand.
Quantity demanded. Okay, so it's perfectly inelastic, basically.
Yeah. Here, those examples, which one of the example that I give for the salt can also be used
Yes,
here
sir.
as well.
Yeah.
Let's suppose this is going to be the demand that the quantity is sticking,
Yeah.
but
Income gonna keep changing, but the quantity demanded is
yes. So income is either decreasing
yeah.
or it is increasing.
Yes, sir.
But the demand is not changing.
Yes. Stays the same.
Here we are going to talk about very basic necessities. Some, the what you call the spices that you use
Yeah.
for making the food,
Maybe even rice,
right?
right? You would need rice. You need,
Yes,
yeah, rice, spices, and then sugar, um,
yes.
sugar as well, and then eggs.
Wheat,
Yeah.
eggs, all those kind of things, right? So
Yes, sir.
these are some of you consider still, no matter your income is increasing or decreasing, you are
Yes,
going
sir.
to buy the same quantity. Obviously no house is going to buy 2 more kgs of salt a month just because that their income is decreased or increased. It doesn't matter whether the product is inferior or normal, so they do not consider according to that,
Yes, sir.
right? So they
Yes, sir.
consider on the basis that it is like this. So I want you to just note down this part.
Yes, sir.
So we are done here with the income elasticity of demand completely.
All right, sir. So I don't understand one thing. Maybe I just like
Yeah, yeah,
forgot.
sure.
For this negative income elastic, you wrote that it's cheaper, but not like a need. I don't, I don't know why I'm finding this so confusing to understand. Can you explain it a little bit? I don't know why.
Like I was saying that when you said now that more of the when your income is decreasing, you are demanding it too much. So
Yeah.
does it happen when the price goes down or the income goes down or income increases or the price increases? There is a large change in the quantity demanded if they are need,
No, that would not happen.
right?
Yeah,
So
that would not
those
happen.
all those products, all those basic simple products, cheaper products, inferior products, you are going to demand more other than the needs. Because
Yeah.
this is not going to happen that your income is decreasing, so you are going to move to a cheaper product. So okay, fine, it is now cheaper. We are going to buy it too much.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy it too much. That
Yeah.
is the case where, that is the case where we have talked about the cheaper, but not, but like the needs, more
Yeah.
like needs. So even though your income is decreasing, you are shifting to the cheaper goods, but you're not demanding too much. Why?
Yes.
Because it's more like a need. And one more thing, sometimes it is also written in the books as well that
Yes, sir.
both of the examples that when we are putting them here now, because we have considered from the point of view of the quantity demanded, so I said that if quantity demanded is increasing too much, it can't be a need.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter whether income is going down or increasing. It doesn't matter whether price is decreasing or increasing.
Yes,
But
sir.
if the quantity is not increasing too much, it means that it is more like a need. But
Yes.
in your books also, there's one more thing written here that it also depends on the based on the preferences. For
Yes, sir.
which
Yeah.
inferior good, when your income is going to fall, you will demand more. Which inferior good you are going to demand less. Because you see
Okay.
that if there is, and sometimes what happens is that uh, the products like salt or products like other things which are more of the need. So
Yes, sir.
even though their prices, even if you still buy the normal goods, so you would not basically, it would not probably matter to you because the difference between the inferior and the normal goods price is also going to be very less.
Yeah.
And you have to buy the salt no matter what. So
Yes,
that
sir.
could be added here as well,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So there you could also, talk about very what you call it for the inferior goods, which are inelastic inferior goods, the store brand grocery products. Like you can talk about most of the things that we have discussed in the normal example of the negative YD inferior good, like the canned or the frozen food, all those
Yes,
things. So
sir.
you see the canned or frozen food can come here.
Yes, sir.
And here, when we are talking about, we could talk about probably we are talking about the used cars. So demand is increasing too much,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, sir.
So you are moving on to the used cars, right?
Which are
So
more of
all
a
those
want.
things.
It's not a
Exactly.
necessity.
More of a
Yeah.
want, right? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is how I have differentiated between the two because in your book it is only about the basic preferences. But if we clarify the preferences even further, so this is how they should be clarified.
All right, sir.
Got that?
Yes, sir.
Great. So I guess in the next class we'll talk in detail about the cross elasticity of demand.
Yes,
We
sir.
will discuss in detail about everything related to the cross elasticity and how they are changing when it comes to the elastic and inelastic, and their examples are also going to be very interesting there.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are nice examples. It's a nice topic.
Yes. It's a, yeah, sometimes I don't know why students do not, like this elasticities, but these seems to be very interesting because these are very much real world. When you look at the things from your point of view, the way you are giving me the examples,
Yes,
right?
sir.
That in near your home, what are the shops and from where the products are cheaper and all those things. So these are more relatable to the real world as well.
Yes, sir.
That's why they seems to be more interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. So you have any questions you can ask me?
I don't really have any questions, but I wanted to ask you like a really huge favor. Sir,
Yes.
you teach business as well, right?
Yes,
And
yes,
I'm
yes,
like self-studying business right now. So I wanted to just ask
yes.
you, what is like the difference between like a vision, a mission, and an aim? Because I really am
Mm.
like so confused between the three. I don't
Okay,
understand it.
okay. Okay, no problem. We'll talk about it. We are going to talk about. So first